Hey guys, it's Alex with Forever Flawless Lips. I wanted to jump on and talk about all the horrible things people say about LipSense and the company. I want to kind of address them with you guys. So if you're thinking about being a distributor, you're thinking about trying the product, you can kind of hear my 2 cents on it. And I'm going to be totally honest with you how I really feel about things, which is I'm always honest with you guys. So we're just going to keep going with the flow. Let's just get started. So number one, it ruins your lips. I have to disagree. I do know that some women have like allergic reactions and things like that. And to me, that's like, please don't use the product if you're not having a good reaction. I say give it a week, unless you're having like blisters and sores. But if it's just drying out, give it a week and see what happens. Use your glossy gloss, moisturize, do all that. My lips dried out at first. It's an alcohol base. I prefer it to be an alcohol base because there's no bacteria. They call it the exfoliation phase. There's actually an article written by a biologist about what is really happening to your lips and why it tingles because of the nerve endings and everything like that. I can send you that article. If you're a distributor, it's in Nerdy for My Senna Sisters. It's a Facebook group. You can go find it. It's awesome. Definitely go to their website. Check it out. There's a bunch of actual science stuff about LipSense and how our product's made, things like that. So go check it out. If you're a distributor, I don't think it ruins your lips. I know a lot of women who have like eczema, struggle with chronic dry lips, have never worn lipstick because they have such dry lips, who use the product and swear by it now and literally will never use anything else because their lips have completely transformed and are amazing. So I disagree with it. That's my 2 cents. Number two, it is gross. Some women are like it. Smells gross, tastes gross. I don't like it. It's gross. That's personal preference. If you are tasting it when you're eating, you're tasting it throughout the day, I wouldn't want to use it either. Like, that's fine. I lick my lips a lot, and my husband kisses me a lot, and neither of us have ever tasted it. So I don't know. I don't taste it. So I don't know what people are talking about. I have like licked my lips, and it doesn't really taste like anything to me. That's just, I don't know, maybe personal preference, pH, I don't know. So some women think it's gross. If you hate it, send it back to your distributor, get your money back. Problem solved. Number three, applying is a pain in the butt. Again, personal preference. I would rather spend 3 minutes applying my LipSense in the morning and not have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Or maybe touch up my waterline if it kind of fades in my waterline. That's just my personal preference. I would rather do that than have to apply lipstick constantly throughout the day, worrying about it bleeding, worrying about it being on my teeth, smudging. I hate lipstick. Like, I literally never wore lipstick until I found LipSense because it was so messy and so gross. I tried like Kylie lip kits, like I tried Urban Decay's, like I tried all of them, and I just never found any that I liked even in the slightest. I wanted color in my lips, but I hated that they got all over everything. So for me personally, I would rather spend the 3 minutes and just like apply the LipSense and not have to worry about it, or just touch up my waterline. Again, to me, so much better than lipstick. Another thing, it only lasted like 4 hours. That's way better than other lipsticks. Like, can we just put that out there first? That's way better than any other lipstick, number one. Number two, if it's only lasting 4 hours, I am probably assuming you're doing something wrong. Or there's something not right in how either you're applying, either you didn't clean your lips off, you can prime them, you're not drinking enough water, you're probably dehydrated if they're coming off, you are probably just slobbering all over your lips and licking them a bunch. There's something that there can be troubleshooted to make it last. Again, you hate it, send it back to your distributor, get your money back. Problem solved. You shouldn't have something that you hate. That's just my opinion. The out of stock issue. Thank God that we are almost out of the out of stock issue because so many women were so mad about it and quitting and bad mouthing the company, giving them horrible reviews. And for me, the company outsold an entire year's worth in 2 weeks when they hit social media. They have grown over 2,000% in a year. That's insane. Like, do you realize how insane that is? So to be mad at a company for not being prepared for that, I feel like they actually handled it really stinking well because they They took care of everything. There's over 70% of stuff in stock. Like, they hit it hard, and they have pretty much almost completely resolved the out of stock issue. And not only have they almost completely resolved it, but they're going to be adding colors. Like, to me, that's amazing. So I was not super upset by it. I do understand women who signed up who had like a horrible upline, who wouldn't trade with them or wasn't there or wasn't supportive, and they couldn't sell. Like, I get that. I'm really thankful I have an awesome upline who trades with me when I don't have something and who is willing to support me and kind of like help me succeed. So I feel like my story is different than a lot of people's that had a hard time. So I am not like bashing women who were like, I couldn't get my hands on a Bella, so I couldn't sell because my upline wouldn't help me. That would have sucked, and I do apologize. That is horrible. But now you can pretty much, there's a ton of colors to like choose from to sell. So the out of stock issue really isn't an issue anymore. So I don't really think that that's like a big deal. The other thing, the company stole my money. They took forever to give me my product. I get that that sucks, but the company, like, if you call them, they refund you. I was waiting on a refund from a return for like 2 weeks, and I called them and I was like, what's going on? They were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, we're slammed. We're switching buildings, blah, blah, blah. We're totally fine and helpful. And they gave me my money back right then. They were like, let's just do it right now. Let's take care of it. You've been waiting a long time. They were super helpful. So for people who are like, well, I called and they were awful to me, that I have talked to, it's because usually they called and they like attacked the person on the other line. You do not attract, what is it? You don't attract bees, or you attract bees with honey or something. It's like, you have to be nice to people. Like, you can't just call and be like, listen, I've been friggin' waiting, and attack someone and expect them to be really nice to you back. It's just like, call, explain what's going on, be like, hey, I just want my money. Can I get my money back? And usually it works out pretty well. Also, that you have to buy 3. So you have to buy the starter kit. So a color, a remover, and a gloss. It's your choice. They do recommend that, but you do not have to start with a color, a gloss, and a remover. You can start with the color. You need the gloss because it seals it. That's how they designed it. The remover, you can try to get it off with coconut oil. You can try to get it off with soap. Soap will probably dry out your lips. Coconut oil is a lot of work. The remover is great for getting it off, or if you like go outside the line, it's great. But that's just how they designed it. That's how, it's a 3-part system. It works together. What do you expect when you have something that's not going to come off your lips, all day long? So I get that it's kind of a pain, but luckily you only have to buy the gloss and the color once, unless you gloss all the time, and you're constantly removing it with a remover. But the remover and the gloss last a really long time. So I think it's kind of like they're worth it to me. And people are like, well, the color doesn't last. It doesn't last for 4 months. It doesn't last because you have to apply 3 layers. You apply 3 layers once, you might touch up your waterline sometimes. But I know women who have had a color and literally it lasted longer than 6 months and they wear it every single day. If you're doing extremely thin layers and you're applying it just really thin layers and doing it like you're supposed to, it should last you at least 4 months minimum. So I think, to me, I don't know, that's worth it to me. So you don't get any product for the $55 when you sign up. You're right, you don't get you don't get any product if you sign up to be a distributor and you pay the $55. They send you a huge packet of information. To be honest, you're probably never going to look at it. It has a new distributor packet, has a beauty book. It's really good to read through it. It has Joni's like $1 million book or whatever. It's great to kind of go through that stuff and learn, but do I know anyone who's actually read through that stuff? No, I read through the new distributor packet because I wanted to know what I was getting into. I wanted to know about compliance. I wanted to know that stuff. I read it, but I do know like most women do not even look at it. But you're paying $55. That's cheaper than most any other company that I really know of to sign up. And sometimes distributors sometimes offer a lip kit when you decide to sign up with them. So that's always an option too. If your distributor offers, that you're signing up with offers a lip kit for signing up. I send every one of my girls a welcome gift, and if that's what they want for their welcome gift, I'll send them that. I like to send women a welcome gift for joining my team. Personal preference, that's what I do. That's how I run my business. I like to welcome them and let them know they're kind of joining a little family and make them feel special. So that's, I don't know, it's really, so that kind of solves that problem if that's a big issue for you. If it's not, then cool. Like, that's totally fine. Uplines. A lot of people say their upline's pushy, their upline is mean, their upline has disappeared. I cannot tell you how many messages I get a day from women reaching out, being like, can you please help me? Like, my upline's gone. I hate the company. I don't have any help. I can't do this. I'm not going to succeed because I don't have anyone there to guide me. I seriously can't tell you how many emails I get a day. I actually have a Facebook group supporting women to do that, like who don't have uplines. We have book clubs for women who don't have uplines to help like teach them and help them like kind of educate themselves on things. And not having an upline, not having a good upline really can affect your business and really can make it hard to be a distributor. So it is super important to interview your potential uplines so that you choose one that you fit really well with, that you know is not going to push you. You can ask questions on how they're going to support you, like to help you succeed, if they expect you to place a minimum order every month, things like that. You don't want to sign up with someone who's like, you have to order $750 a month. If you don't want to order $750 a month, that's not their business. You want to make sure that you have an upline that is going to be encouraging. If you hate your upline that much, don't talk to them, A, or B, don't place an order for 6 months, go inactive, and then sign up with someone else. Those are my 2 suggestions on how to kind of get out of that situation. The company won't let you change uplines, so that's just kind of the way you have to go about it. People think the company sucks. They're the worst company ever. Their commissions plan sucks. They suck. Well, their commissions plan is one of the best ones that I've seen. I've compared it to Unique, Roden & Fields, like you name it. There's a lot of other amazing companies out there, Mary Kay, Avon, all these companies, and I've compared their compensation plan. Their compensation plan is actually really, really, really great. They don't do breakaways. So once you break away on your own, it's called Dominion. So once you have a certain team that's big enough, you would break away. But the thing is your upline's still going to get commissions from that once you break away. That doesn't happen in all companies that I know of. Usually when someone breaks away, you lose all your commissions from that team, and then you have to kind of start from scratch. You never lose your commissions from your downline, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. Especially when you have girls who are busting their butts and are probably going to build their own crew and break away in their own dominion. To know that you're still going to get commissions from them, that's a really awesome thing. Worst case scenario, you regret signing up, you hate being a distributor, you can get your $55 back. It's refundable. The company will buy back the product at a discounted rate, but they will buy back the product. So worst case scenario, you hate it, send your stuff back, get your $55 back, get some money back, wash your hands of it, walk away. You want to do your business smart. You want to do your business well. You want to have a good upline because that is your foundation to build your business on. But yeah, I really don't think, when I hear people badmouth the company, I just don't understand. I really do not understand. Women who are like, well, this sucks. Like, this is dumb. I got, I'm so thankful I'm not a distributor anymore. I have read articles. I have researched. I researched before I signed up people who hated the company. I wanted to find people who regretted being distributors. I wanted to know why. I wanted to know why people hated the product, if there was such a thing. I found 2 articles on people who totally regretted being a distributor. One was she just felt like it took too much of her time. That's legitimate to me. The other one was she was mad that they took away her distributorship, whatever. But she would not stop selling on like Amazon, which is against compliance. Like if you follow the rules, there's rules at any other job. There's rules at this job. Like it's work. Like it is like a job. You're just your own boss. You're representing a company and you have to follow the rules that the company provides, just like you would any other company. If you follow the rules, there's no problem. Then it works out totally fine. So I just think there's really not anything that's like horrible about the company. There's nothing I like really hate about the company or anything even that I strongly dislike. I really do like the company. I have nothing bad to say about them. I have nothing bad to say about the products. I've only had good experiences. I've only had good experiences with the women on my team, with the company itself, with people representing the company. Some of the Facebook groups get a little catty and kind of crazy and dramatic. I just don't go in those. Like women who are freaking out and like the drama, I avoid it. Like I just don't go, I don't add myself to the LipSense buy sell trade pages just because it's kind of crazy and it's just not my thing. Like I just don't want to deal with the drama. But I just really am super thankful. I love the company. I love my team. I love the products. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me foreverflawlesslips@gmail.com. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe since I do a bunch of training videos and just kind of share my life with you. So thanks you guys.